Hey, what's up, traders? Like, 5 of y'all in the chat. Welcome to the stream where Bitcoin doesn't do anything anymore. It just goes sideways every day. Every day since the 25th of January, just about. At resistance, no breakout. No movement yet. Good. Cool, man. Cool. S&P daily bullish engulfing candle. That was really nice. Bitcoin didn't do anything. Cool. Great. That's it. Literally the same price yesterday, day before, day before, day before, day before, day before, every effing day, right? Okay, cool. So we'll move on. I mean, I do these streams, man, and it's like, why? Sometimes it's like, why? I don't know. Potential partial decline still valid until you fall probably below 1600. Until then, you're all right. But again, no movement. The engulfing candle from a couple days ago still active. Did not get violated or invalidated yesterday. Yeah, you saw 1622 yesterday at the lows. That's about it, man. Rectangle. Of course, I get it. I truly understand where it'd be like a type 2 return up on M shape here. Like a bearish bat that went a little too deep. Maybe got close to the hop. But no real price action yet, man. No, like, okay, if you got the type 2, when asks. If you flip the chart over, when bids. When asks. The asks have not come in yet. And before all the when asks question, it's like only higher lows since you bottomed out in June of last year. That was the lowest low, then only higher lows ever since then. And even locally, you're doing higher lows than the previous lows after just hitting your highest high of the entire recovery. So, I mean, okay, cool. That's Ethereum. Guess we'll make this really short and sweet. BNB, pretty, hitting that 297 level again. I don't think it looks as good as Ethereum or others that exist out there. But yeah, still above the level. And that's about it. Down a little bit from yesterday. If you do not hold, buyers cannot hold 297, you're probably going to 258. But at this level, if it does hold, then a retest of the supply line at 309, then 330, then 350 after that. Then, I mean, mega upside after that if you were at 350 beyond, okay? So that's it. No breakout. Just another day. Very little to no price action on some of these mega cap cryptos. Okay. That's it. I mean, really, you could be like, oh, horizontal line support at 282, down sloping resistance. Okay, almost like descending triangle behavior. Right, just getting rid of this old pattern here. Okay. Yeah, you do a distribution, but you've not made a lower low yet. So, all right, and we look at XRP. I don't know why we look at XRP. I mean, we do just because it's the format of the stream. Maybe I should change the format of the stream. Instead of looking at the largest cryptos in the world, we should just look at not them because they don't move anymore. So, okay. They don't move for 6 weeks.
Hey Mitch, can we check out both of these stocks, GH and CTRA? Thanks.
I'm going to need one more of those, Jake. But yeah, we can look at one. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Okay. XRP, cool story, bro. And guess what it did today? Nothing. It never does anything anymore. Sure, it's trying to make higher lows. Okay, cool, dude. Weekly looks like fine, but again, how long until the weekly plays out? Jake, thanks, dude. Yeah, we'll look at those. Much appreciated. Okay, I mean, no point in looking at it because it's the same price it was at in May of last year. We're talking about a year. This is virtually a stable coin now. I can't believe there are people that are obsessed with XRP. I mean, it can't be because of the price. It has to be a project. But it's like, wow, I mean, you're obsessed with something that will yield you nothing. That's kind of, but you know, it's always like this promise of, right? Okay, let's take out, you know, religion and ad-lib it with XRP. You know, the XRP rapture's coming. They keep telling you. They keep telling you over and over and over again. I think XRP got relisted today to some exchange. That's cool, but not to be too hard on it, because the weekly is amazing. I mean, the weekly really is just like, it's there. We've identified stuff like this on other markets over the years, and they've gone insane. But this one, just not yet. Okay. Sometimes this is like, what is the point of going live? Because there's just such little price action on some of this crap. XRP, and then after that would be, I guess, Matic, maybe. I mean, some of the altcoins got smoked yesterday. I don't know what to make of this. I would say, like, when 120 breaks, bye Matic, 98 cent target, like almost 20% downside if you do not hold this level. That's just the way it is. 18 to 20%. Yep. I mean, it's nice. There was an engulfing candle at supports, but win follow through, win more bids, win above 125, because you're not. Remember, you missed the run. I mean, you missed like so much of the party. Like, you're showing up, like you going long. I'm just saying, right? I mean, this is just reality. There was this blockbuster party that was going on Matic, and it went up and it appreciated in value in nearly 50 days, 108%, right? That's the party. Started at 7 p.m. and, you know, now it's like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. And people are like, oh, I'm going to show up to the party now at 5 a.m., 6 a.m. It's like, dude, where were you? Some people like partying. I mean, down here, that's not that uncommon, I guess. But everywhere else in the real world, no one shows up to parties at 5 a.m. That's Matic right now. Okay, and I hope it holds, and I hope it goes to 160 plus. I'm just saying, you got to think about what happened before. It was like we had just like every day was, oh my God, Matic making its highest highs again. Wow. Cardano, just, you know, dumpster. That's so ugly, man. I mean, 886, double top. Lowest daily candle close on Cardano since January 19th. Bearish engulfing candle, technically confirmed. I'm sorry, just like nothing about this is good. If I was to long anything in crypto, the last one it would be Cardano. I don't care what it does. I do not care if it just one green candle up 50% a day. That'd be winning the lotto.
TLRY if you don't mind. Thanks.
So drums for days. Yeah, we can.
Bearish bat on the DXY. Maybe a bit of hopium.
I don't know. We can take a look at DXY, man. We can take a look. Look, dude, I'm just saying, like, I think, like, because it's a little less, it's always more of a mystery on Bitcoin and Ethereum. Of course, if what we've identified on Ethereum with that partial decline is valid and actually plays out, meaning Ethereum goes to $2,000, of course Cardano's going to rally anywhere where Bitcoin and Ethereum begin to pivot and rally. We know that. But my God, man, there's nothing endearing about this chart. Nothing. So you just can't give two living F's if it rallies when Bitcoin and Ethereum decide they're going to rally. You are just gambling. It's trash. I'm sorry. Hoskinson's son is a great guy. Libertarian, American, love him, right? But dude, his coin, technically, the technicals of it are garbage. And that's okay. That is okay. Sorry, we just can't spend time on crap like this. Cool story, dude. Let's go to Doge. That again, right? What has been the discussion here? Oh, well, it looks like this incredible head and shoulders pattern. Left shoulder, head, right shoulders, and nearing that neckline. And if you break the neckline, it becomes confirmed. If you break below 7.88 cents, confirmed head and shoulders. But that hasn't happened yet. Of course not. I mean, no one even trades this anymore. It's so dead, man. Like, these are daily candles. There's no movement. Like I don't know, the liquidity or that came into this market in January. It's just, I mean, people are still in it. They're still in these assets because most of them still up 50+% from their bottom. But good God, no new money. Like, that's for sure. Not on Doge. Well, same price it was at January 19th. Wow. Same price it was at November. Same price October, August, June. Wake me up when a real bull trend begins. I get it, and this is why people aren't watching, because it's like, who would really want to watch paint dry? I mean, that's like staring at the Doge chart. Paint is drying. You want to watch that? I guess you can tune in to watch me bash these coins. I guess that's kind of your consolation. Still above the 200 moving average and could be developing hidden or classic bullish divergence if you started catching bids, but imagine having an expectation that bids are going to be caught. Good God, it's just snooze fest. Absolute snooze fest on these. And you know, like, if you participated in market conditions that are frothy and fun and full of liquidity, they're just never like this. And so it's just got to get through it. Time is what it takes. Okay, Doge. That was it. We can look at Shiba. Why not? While we're looking at dogs. And you know, it's anything below 1340, 1300 is kind of higher risk for more downside. That is the key inflection point that you look. I mean, how many effing times? There was a failure in May. There was a failure in July. There was a failure in September. There was a failure in November. There was a failure in friggin' January. And just more failures, capital F's, on Shiba to break that 1300 level. One day, I have a dream. One day Shiba will break it. I mean, that was like your first profit-taking level of a trade setup from the entry down here. But that was a long time ago, man. That was like, 2 months ago, roughly. So I'm just kind of sitting over here. After these assets, they produce these patterns over 200 plus days. They've run up off those lows by a substantial amount. They're at those next levels, and there's certainly and clearly right now just not enough demand, and or there's too much supply for those levels, the levels that were thought to be key inflection points, too much for there to be any breach of them for more than a couple days. And that's where we are across this market. More consolidation, definitely more downside could happen, and it really wouldn't be that weird. It wouldn't be that big a deal. You'd come down to freaking 885 on Shiba and still make a higher low than what you saw in December. That's what's crazy about it. Okay, I mean, and again, just stay focused on the weekly, because the weekly tells you everything you need to know, which means probably in time, it could be another month, whatever, but more upside in time. So it's like sooner or later, more upside in crypto. Just probably not going to be today or tomorrow. Well, I think bond yields going parabolic is certainly going to affect equities market and could in turn affect crypto, because people just, what is the point of risking your money when you could just have free 5% on your money, right? Oh, there's just cash sitting on the sidelines. The cash sitting on the sidelines normally will just go into equities, right? But no, why not? Go into bond yields. Wow. So yeah, man, I think that's real. And the higher those go, the more incentivized the cash on the sidelines is going to be to not go into equities, but to go into T-bonds, okay? All right, but then you had, if you can even believe it, there were a couple glimmering stars of hope. EOS was one yesterday that kind of ended up. Highest daily candle close since February 20th. Highest daily, second highest daily candle close of the rally. Remember, this isn't even so much the daily as it is the weekly, like so many others, right? Where you look at the weekly. Right, double bottomed at a 1.618 bullish divergence. There's just so much room to run, but it's only if you have patience. If you don't have patience, you will not own this. This thing will go to 190, but it could take a couple months, and you know, that's it. This is a perfect setup for more upside, but again, it's on the weekly, unfortunately. So, yep. You have to be a grown A man to make money on these, because right, grown A men, those are the ones that are patient. They normally learn patience by experience and time on this earth. Young people, boys, girls are not going to have the patience to make money on something like this. So, okay, EOS, and you know, of course, I mean, just happened to be the case that YFI was the darling yesterday of kind of all of them. I think OXT maybe did something crazy, but you know, YFI here, sitting over here in La La land. I mean, I guess you're just up against this candle low close from October of 2020. I mean, that's what you're testing. I was kind of surprised we had not tested that a few days ago, but now we are. And then just above that is that 11,400, which is a key target of the harmonic, right? Go to the 3-day. It's gorgeous. You have 11,386. People would be taking profit there after a period of, you know, 60 days, could take a few more. But yeah, it's a couple months of holding this. And that means that holding it off the pattern completion zone type 2, up 100%, doubled money. Wow. But you never know when it's going to be given back. After such a good day yesterday, you just don't know if it's going to sustain today. I think, was it OXT or I think OXT. Yeah, I think that was one that was up yesterday, and it pulled back and whatever, back above 9.7 cents, which is, wow, you know, I mean, that's a COVID crash low. Interesting little development here. You're back above it on a close. Huh. I think there could be serious consequences. I mean, I don't like OXT particularly. It became so liquid and dead, but dang, man, that is, you tuned in the stream and you're like, oh, now you know, like OXT has somehow very quietly gotten back above a key old all-time low. It's above the 200-day moving average. I mean, target would be 12.5 cents here. Pretty easy to just be like, all right, I don't want anything to do with this asset below that COVID crash low and let it ride. Okay. Yeah, other than that, man, pretty crappy day for crypto. All right, let's go to the S&P 500. Yes, engulfed. It did, you know, intraday in the morning made its lowest price since January 20th. But, you know, here's this 200-day simple moving average. How about buyers defending that? And again, covering the previous candle, which is good. Highest daily candle close really since the 27th February. And you got to wonder, will there be any follow through off of that nice engulfing candle? I mean, as long as you make a higher low than the previous low, everything will be fine. Heck, man, you can come to back test this level here and still be fine, right? It goes to all-time highs. 3 touches, 4, 5 touches. Could be a back test, you know, a little bit lower. Still not going to be a big deal. All right, that's S&P. Dow Jones that have been just getting smoked, you know, since it broke that structure. Wow, man, that's almost abandoned baby stuff. Not quite. But yeah, I mean, buyers defending this 32,600 level, but you're still below all the other key levels. Very real bullish engulfing candle on the NASDAQ composite today. Barely, but it's true. It happened. Buyers defending the 200-day simple moving average. That's nice too. But again, it's just like one day, one piece of data. Let's see what it turns into. Will there be follow through tomorrow? I don't know. If you start catching follow through, you could start saying there's hidden bullish divergence going on the NASDAQ. Bad. IWM's back above 188, closed at 188.87. Nice. Again, any pivot above 171 is just another higher low here. So I mean, there's could be accumulation argument at any time. So I think it's a good day to close back above a key level, but you know, let's see what happens tomorrow. We'll see if it's actually gonna start rallying off that. Because you need it, man. All right, there are your index funds, DXY. Someone tipped and said something about a bat pattern. Bat pattern. Let's see. Bearish bat on DXY. Bit of hopium for anonymous. Bat. I mean, are you talking about a bearish shark, right? Because it'd be a lower low on C. Is that what you mean, Larry? Bearish bat, but why not bearish shark? I'm just thinking here, right? And it's kind of tough. It's like, where's the, I guess here, yeah. And then the low. That's good. And then the 886 right here. Is that what you mean, anonymous? Let me know. Let me know. Because yeah, I mean, it's not really done anything yet, has it? I mean, has there been much of a reaction at all? Nah. It is truly an 886 from the previous high to low, 886. So yeah, I mean, this is exactly where a reaction reversal could occur. And you know, if you're thinking about it, from this high to the slightly higher high, you do have a hidden bearish divergence on the oscillators, so that's good too. I don't know. Anonymous is not responding, so. All right, so gold that was up a little bit. Just a little bit. You gotta wonder, maybe hidden bullish divergence or something, but you're above 1800, which is so important, man. Above 1800 means 1900 easily, right? Given the historical price action up and down, lots of up, down, up, down, up, down. I mean, that's like the MO here. So it didn't quite touch those levels, very, very close. You haven't seen positive momentum on gold's daily chart since, shoot, January 26th. So, again, what would be divine, but we may never get it, but we would look for it as some sort of second test where a dragon develops, some sort of predictable pattern that we see, we know they can play out, we know how to strategize an entry, a reasonable stop loss, and equitable 3-to-1 targets. James ES, thank you so much for joining the Patreon a few minutes ago. Really appreciate it. And then we also had, man, Multiple renewals in the Citadel. Saint Comus, thank you so much for the 3 months, man. 3 months. Albie, thank you so much for joining the Patreon. Crypto Ghost, thank you so much for the 2 months of support. Theodore, thank you for the 2 months, even though you're an annual patron. Interesting. Stuart T, thank you for the 2 months. Re-upping, no worries. Thank you for the server boost. You might as well just do the tier 1 because you get amenities with that. You get like requests. And Shroomer, thank you so much for joining the Citadel. Whale, thank you. You're annual, but thank you for the 2 months of the Citadel. Crypto Doe, thank you so much, dude. Oh my god. L Coops, last night after the stream, man, so much freaking support, dude. I'm telling you, very grateful. Thank y'all so much. You know, like, we're a small community. I mean, smaller than, you know, some of these viral crazy Moonboy channels, but dude, put y'all against anybody. All right, so gold, not much to look at. No, like, real actionable. I mean, if you want to do a hidden bullish divergence, that's cool and all, but I'd like to wait for a classic divergence, a dragon, or something to develop that we know and love as a potential bottoming pattern. This isn't really it yet, okay? Who the heck is silver? Silver was up, right? Yeah, a little bit. I mean, barely. Again, we're looking for predictable patterns. I don't see anything. There's just nothing here. And that's the way it goes, man. On most charts, okay. Most charts, any given day, it's probably going to look like crap, and there's going to be nothing but a coin flip. Great. So you just hit the space bar. So that's silver. Oh, it's up. It's above $20.73. Wow. Very cool. How about US oil? That dude, I mean, you want to talk about the most indecision ever? Here it is. It's like, what's going to happen? You made the low, now you're making higher lows. You actually, in fact, made another higher low, but it's on the same story. You got
I watch you on the main TV
lower
in the
highs
lounge and have no keyboard. That's what I was looking at, and also at the T1 on an alt bat starting late May 2021.
Okay, anonymous, boom. There we go, man, right? That's what you're looking at. But yeah, shark, right? Not a bat, because the higher, you know, it was a lower low, wasn't a higher low. You would have had a bat if there was a higher low on C. Thank you, dude. I mean, dude, thanks for the 15. We can go right back to DXY for 2 seconds to try to identify what you're talking about. The other one, yeah. So, again, man, this is pure neutral stuff happening at the key inflection zone, this gray zone. Consequences of breaking this downward for real and not fake outs would be $61, $60, and the consequences of breaking upward for real, not fake out bullcrap, would be say $87. So good luck on this crap, man. I mean, you have broken that supply line, kind of. I mean, yeah, you have. So after a drawdown like that, and really from your previous low to your high, I mean, this is an 88% retrace. So, I mean, you can't be that surprised if somehow US oil went on a more significant rally here. Just based on that. Based on what we know about the 886, this is the magic area. It's not a global massive 886 from the COVID crash low, no, but it is some sort of 886 from a discernible low from December of 2021. So, again, 886, okay. Not going to be that surprised. And one interesting thing about the RSI is the fact that the sellers have tried so effing hard, right? And they've just failed miserably trying to push U.S. oil's relative strength into the bearish control zone. They failed so many times. Dude, inverse head and shoulders? No, don't get ahead of yourself. Relax. Not going to be identifying patterns on the RSI. But just, that's good, though. So, okay, right? Kind of an argument for if it did hold here, no surprise. Okay, so you had U.S. Steel actually was up today. I mean, this thing's rallying. In fact, wow, you know what U.S. Steel did today? Highest daily candle close since April of last year. And we'll talk about a successful dragon. It's done. This is a very successful bullish dragon pattern that played out. Predictable pattern, right? Above the highs from May of 2021. And now you're just up against this one last level. Very, very real and important. 2012 peaks. 2014, it's been a valley in 2014. That's it, man. I think above that, U.S. Steel above 31.64 could be headed to $44 and then be a legendary dragon. It's a pretty epic dragon. It's pretty awesome. You know, it's just a normal dragon. But if you want to be like Encalagon the Black, you must break 31.64 and then eventually see 44.20, and then we'll call it the Encalagon Dragon of Steel, but it's black. Okay. Oh, you need a muff on your mic. Look, like you can. There's literally one on my mic. Natural gas is up today, just a little bit. You know, big old 886. You know, again, anytime an asset's hitting some sort of 886, just no surprise, you're above 267. Yeah, this is a reaction. You're in the midst of a reaction occurring, but we're always looking for that reversal, not the reaction, the reversal. The type 2, this would be a type 1 if anything. Okay, so your rice futures is just stuck, man. Sideways. It was up today. Wheat futures just couldn't do it, man. All right, so massive loser on that attempted rally, confirming distribution and rolling over. And yeah, that's just, now we have a dead argument for again, I'll plot these, and if it's real, then an actual, there would be fall through. You'd be going to 919, but it seems like, well, nope, the trend truly is over. Like, it's done. Okay, that was your one last chance, and now it's just bear market for wheat futures, lower than the price. Do you understand? Lower than the price of the initial invasion of Ukraine, Russia invading Ukraine, way back in February of last year. So markets have normalized, it seems. See, think about it. If you bought wheat because, oh my God, Ukraine, and so much of the wheat is produced there, and you held it, you HODL'd it, you would be down. You would have lost money, and then the insane amount of inflation that's occurred year over year, you'd be way down. Pour orange juice, rip orange juice, down 6% roughly today. Yikes, this could be it, man. I mean, I get it, high, higher high, highest high, but this right here, this is one of your first lower highs you put in. This is the attempted rally, and a bearish engulfing candle catch and fall through like that. You better look out, man. Hard to say, oh, I can't wait to short this, because this has been like, if you shorted this, you're homeless. But man, this is not a level up here that could be more lower risk, you know. I don't know what it is. That's, you don't get many lower highs. Not really. Look out. You break this 227 level, let the floodgates, I mean, that would be essentially the floodgates opening. 227, the key support, the old all-time high back from November 2016. Go. And really, other than that, man, I mean, like, God, you had something happened with strategic metals, rare strategic metals. Just been chopping so much, man. What's the point of even looking at this crap, man? That's bad, isn't it? The 2018 high, just distribution, back tests. Whew. Ugly. All right, anyway, so we can go to a couple of these requests. I mean, again, man, I can't make this market have more liquidity. Look, we were here when it mattered to get in on the insane gains at the beginning of the year, but now we're back to where we were before, and you can tell based on sentiment and viewership and chat and all that, is we're just back to where we were. It was an unsustained little run of hype. Okay, let's go to GH for Jake, which is Cardano Health. Interesting, not bad. Really, really not bad here. Wow, man, great. That's actually great. Dang, man, a little impressed. Wow, an old all-time low from 2018 is virtually your IPO price. Look what's happened. Cardano Health has tested that level once in May of last year and is now twice, even 3 times, up 7.3%. You can't say you can't strategize here, right? Wow, great looking stuff, man. I bet you had to search. I bet you were hitting the space bar today to find this, because it is not easy. I mean, you can set up a watch list and you'll have so many assets that are liquid to look at, and then you'll scan through all of them, and a lot of them which won't be showing too much, and then, man, you get to something like this, and it's like, wow. I mean, an easy target. Say you were going to long this, and say it was going to break back above the swing low from October and November of 2018. I think an easy target would be the gap fill right here, 41.72. Okay, it's a medical health services, nursing services. Okay, could we make it equitable with a stop? It'd be tough, man. It'd be real tough. Could that gap fill do it? Man, it's close. You wouldn't be able to strategize a stop right below this low here, because it doesn't give you 3-to-1, it's 2-to-1. You'd have to win half your trades in order to make this work. And that's why I like 3-to-1. So how could you play this? You'd have to either say, all right, I'm not gonna buy it tomorrow. I would wait for some sort of pullback. And if I was able to get that pullback, I could then make it work strategically. Because if it pulls back just some, like it's up 7% today. I mean, say it pulls back a few percentage points tomorrow, you might be able to make it work, right? Where it's 3-to-1. But yeah, what you gotta like is probably the weekly. The weekly could imply way more upside than just 41.72, right? Because it's like a massive double bottom. Like, look at this, dude. Yeah, you're kind of diverging too, at least on the RSI. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like potential double bottom happening. I mean, yeah, dude, you found like a little gem here where I'm thinking on the weekly, if you were going to play the weekly, there is nothing to do but one would go long and wait to double their money. Because look left, it's like a straight up and straight down and up and down situation. So like it's $31 now, and then the weekly target would be 60, right? Look left, swing low from April 2019, October 2019, March 2020. And then a swing high from September last year, right? Wouldn't that be it?
Down 17. Unreal. We know the better team this March Madness. Roll
dude,
time.
that game.
0.0047440 BTC.
Dude, I was screaming when we came back, man. Like, I just can't even believe what kind of heart. And before we get, like whatever happens in the NCAA tournament, but wow, clinching the SEC title last night, beating our rival for the second time this year. After that, I mean, that has to be one of the biggest comebacks we've had ever, right? Against an SEC team. Unbelievable. Roll Tide, man. Easily. There you go. I mean, make sure verify that. I'd like to know. But chat, here we are on Cardano Health. And this is something else, isn't it? Hold on, make this visible. Well, you know what? We don't have to. Oh, I didn't plot them. Dang, man. Great stuff, Jake. Type in the chat for Jake. This is called buying low, and you got a potential confirmation. I mean, that's solid stuff, dude. Good work. Sorry. The horn is being tooted. Emphasis on the toot. All right. Hopefully the next one doesn't let us down. I mean, how could, you know, we look at GH, you wanted CTRA. I mean, how could CTRA ever rival this in awesomeness? Coteri Energy. Oh, you know, got this one. Maybe just a falling wedge. A bullish engulfing candle last week, and this week kind of breaking out. How did I have this in the daily? Yeah. I mean, could look at it. Yeah, it's like this is a pretty nice little wedge now, you know. Oh, nice falling wedge. Dang, man. The issue is that you do have problems here because, I mean, you know, less than $1 away is this ungodly inflection point. So it's like, oh, maybe you broke out. Who cares, dude? Because this 2016 peak, this 2018, 2019 peak, this 2015 valley looms. So it doesn't even matter about a supply line breaking because that's the big one. I mean, you go up here, this is exactly where you test it, fail, and collapse, right? But, and then the full-on M shape could develop, right? But like, I hate the distribution. You know, the lower high is the previous high. It's a 618. So you're kind of trying to hold on to a 61.8% retrace from the lows. So it's pretty good, but it's not, you just can't beat what you requested on the last one, man. You can't. All right. But for the sake of education, let's say it was going to play out. Let's say, oh yeah, I know, I talked to, you know, the Bogdanovs from the pearly gates of heaven, and they contacted me on a Ouija board, and they're like, yes, CTRA, I'll tell you how. Right? It's like, okay, how we target a falling wedge and education, right? You would Fibonacci from the high point to the low point of the structure, right? The high to the low of the wedge to get your targets. It's very easy. Once you get that down, 50% retrace, always target 1, and 618, always target 2. Third target could be, that's up for debate. If you wanted to be aggressive, 886, 100%, 1272, like that. That's a wedge trade. That's traditional targeting for a wedge. You could also, if you wanted, again, I'm not really big on measured moves for wedges these days, just because Fibonacci is it's moderate, it's calm. I mean, this is a massive wedge potentially, right? So you're talking like from the low to the high. This is how you get a measured move, okay? From the breakout, which I guess happened today. See, look at that. I mean, it's like, what? I mean, what? Your 100% target's going to be 3750 at the highest high it's seen in years since 2014. I don't know about that, man. That's just like, okay, maybe that'd be your third or fourth target or something, right? But for me, good old classic 50%, 618, and then maybe an 886 after that. Okay? It's education. I'm not saying that's going to happen or it's going to play out. I'm telling you this because you can apply this teaching right here. You can apply this on any market to get good targets on a wedge breakout, okay? I hope you understand that. Anyone there? Anyone watching the stream? I don't even know anymore. Chat. I can't make Bitcoin do more than up down for a month plus. I can't. Oh, hey, Spicoli, man. I didn't see that. Spicoli, thank you so much for the 2 months, man. Also joined the Citadel a little while ago. Thank you, dude. What's your problem, man? Elon Thrust. I gotcha. I don't like, his idea was this. I'll just try to show it real quick. If you can see it. That was his idea. For me, I really just don't like harmonics in this context. It's a 75% retrace to boot. It's not a 786. I have questions, right? If you want to take a shot on it, by all means. If you were, again, it broke the wedge. I'm looking at it different. Okay, so your idea, my idea, they are fitting the same narrative, meaning like maybe number go up next a little bit, not down. And targeting high to low here, you'd still target the same way, I think. You target 50%, 618, and 618 is probably around C. Again, I'm not really into like picking, oh, this one, this is the swing low, or no, what about this one? You're not picking, you're picking just one that maybe fits the narrative. I don't know, right? This one. What about this one? If it was this one, you got lower to go, man, right? 618. Again, I would look at it like a wedge, but that's just me, man. Again, you want to know the context, the Jesus context. I think there are a couple. There are a couple contextees for harmonics. One, and we just go to crypto, and we've already been to one already today. One is an undeniable, perfect. I think it's the best, the absolute best harmonic. Is it developing on the daily, weekly, after a massive crash drawdown. And then there it is. And it's all happening at 98% retraces from your previous lows. That's it. That's the context. The other context, gonna be something like QNT. The momentum continuation, where the uptrend's already been established. Uptrend's already established. Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And then it just happens to be back, when the harmonic completes, it's back testing key levels as support, not once but twice. On the second low, there's bullish divergence, and you ran. This was the first target of the trade setup. And unfortunately, nothing else. And you may never get anything else, and that might be it. That's why you layer out of a trade, because it may never see the second or third targets. May never, because the market conditions are so garbage. Where else could we find something like QNT? Context, easy, man. You go back to 2020, you go to XLM, and here it was.
REI stock, please. Daily. 3D. Earnings, though. Eyes.
Right, here's another one. What's up, G-Dog? Well, look, thank you, dude. All right, through rise and valleys. At the 786, this is virtually a cipher pattern. And it was really this level from 2019 that was defended. Again, the trend had already virtually reversed. You were already making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And Litecoin was the other example. Again, I think this is second place to the YFI, which is like Bitcoin in 2019. Litecoin, same situation. Trend had already reversed. This was an 886 though. An 886 at key levels. This was a trade setup, and I remember people were questioning it. Well, but dude, you sure, man? It's like, man, I'm never truly sure, but I am identifying a completed M shape. And then it was gone, right? But that's what I'm talking about. Different context for harmonics. I don't really like I don't know, like a harmonic that's topped out, and it's like, okay, let's try to identify a harmonic like on the way up still. I don't know, man, right? Just with yours being the example. I guess it's on the way down now. Anyway, consumer spending has not fallen. Have you checked out credit card debt? Every month, all-time highs. That's maybe why. Addicted to spending, or not even addicted, they got to go into debt to afford essentials now. So what's the next one? Extra West, right? Wasn't there one? Get the DXY again for Anon. No, wait, no. Tilray. That was garbage. But it was near the bottom, man, right? Of course. Down again. Oh, wow, big surprise. Garbage. I mean, maybe if you can get down to 254 again, I get it. Maybe you hold the September low. Dude, I just don't think there's anything to do today. I don't think it's like, oh, it's time to wake up tomorrow morning and go long on Tilray. Sweet mother of God, no. 2 days ago, right? Not today, but yesterday, bearish and golden candle. Lowest daily freaking candle close since December 30th. Lowest daily candle close of the year 2023. Today. Just forget it, man. Don't worry about it.
Respect EA greetings from Switzerland.
What's up, Nico? Thanks, man. Respect Switzerland. Thank you, dude. Cheers. It's late over there, dude. You gotta get up for work tomorrow, man. I'm sorry. There's just nothing to talk about here. If it holds this level, let's find some reactionary candles. There's nothing here. It's garbage. Sorry, man. Thank you for the contribution to the stream, though. I'm always grateful. Please don't misconstrue. Okay, he's talking about May 2021. Late 2021. Late 2021. Late 2021's here. Random. I don't know about that, man. I'd be going for the lows from down here if I was going to make an argument for an M shape. And I'm saying, like, you got an attempted rally that you probably go through first. Yeah, I don't really see that. Thank you, though. REI for G-Dog. Earnings coming up. Ring Energy. Okay. Yikes. I mean, definitely at a key level, right? Wow. Wow, look at that. Bullish divergence. Severe bullish divergence. Above $2 are good, but yeah, he's talking about earnings, and that is on the 9th. So that's like next week, maybe? What, next Thursday or Friday or something? Yeah, next Thursday. We got earnings, so. Wow, yeah, going back to 2011. Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? But things have turned around, haven't they? From their highest, you were on this crazy nice run since the COVID crash, and then you had the blow off top in May of last year. You crashed, and then you've confirmed distribution. What was once resistance has become resistance again. The 200-day simple moving average, also resistance. Ugly, but yes, at a key level. No one's going to argue with that. $2 is a big one, and I mean, it is implied that the sellers are a little exhausted at this point, and there could be a rally, and it was up 4.69% today. Just, you don't know how high this divergence will take it, right? It'll probably just end up turning into a lower high than $3.33 repeating, of course, right? 3-day. It's a 3-day. Yeah, just again at a key level. I guess the divergence is maybe there still too. Not as clear. Yeah. All right. Those are like those are the requests, man. I mean, you know, not great, not terrible. I mean, again, these streams are gonna be all business. There's gonna be no hype. There's nothing I can do about it. We're in some effing gross times for these markets. But this is what happens. This is like you still have a hangover from the $9 trillion infused into the global system in 2020. And you had that, the remnants of that craziness in 2021, and then 2022 was all number go down except once or twice for scrub loser rallies, and then collapse again. And then finally, the new year, 2023 began. We had 6 weeks of really nice stuff. And on select cryptos, you still have some upside. But again, for the most part, for the past 6 weeks, it's been nothing. It's been sideways, chopping, retraces, methodical retraces. That'll put everyone to sleep.
Can we check out CAT stock? Thanks. Bull div on weekly already playing out.
Caterpillar, yeah. Caterpillar, man. Yeah, what was once resistance became support, and now you're running. The bullish divergence in the weekly, it must be hidden. It has to be hidden, right? If it was any. There was no divergence. No divergence, sir. What would make it divergence? You did not make a lower low. And that classic divergence, right? If you make a lower low, and then it can't be hidden divergence because you're not making higher levels of negative momentum on a higher low. So there is no divergence here, per se, but you are still stupidly elevated. Look at this log scale chart of my Caterpillar. It's unreal. Or my Caterpillar chart, whatever. I mean, yeah, you're getting close to breaking that heart line in log scale. At 276, you break that. I mean, you could be going to 569. I mean, you're virtually at all-time highs, right? I mean, that's all this thing does. Never go up. This is the real Bitcoin, man. Caterpillar. Want to be a boomer? Just own Caterpillar forever. Never let go. Yeah, very strong, man. Up 1.41% today. Yep, you're not going to be getting much value, are you? One thing we could look back on.
Looking at Hex as a descending broadening wedge on the 1D, is this correct? Cross the creek and back tested?
Probably not. I don't think there has been enough time to develop any sort of daily pattern on Hex, man. Remember, this thing just went straight line up after there was some time to look at it and it made any sense. Now I think it's like, no way on the daily. We'll look, though. Thank you, Hans, for the 1775. Not 1776. He was 1 penny off. Seems mighty redcoat of you. But that's okay. 1775 was the year I believe, right? I mean, virtually the first Civil War started in North America. So thanks, dude, kind of for, we can't just think about, okay, 1776, we did it, man. We got to think about 1775 because that was when the struggles were going on. And I think for a man anyway, the struggles in life are what make us who we are. I mean, I think struggles are getting through struggles is how we ascend as men. So 1775 would be that struggle for this country. But now we're in a new struggle. I don't even know if it's a struggle anymore. It's kind of like everyone just kind of gave up now. Let the communists just taken over. They just infiltrated our government. They're just there now. Like, okay, dude. So anyway, I just wanted to go back to Caterpillar because there will never be a time in human history that is as ironic in harmonics as this, where Caterpillar had a bearish butterfly, and the top just happened to be a type 2 return of the bearish butterfly, and then the COVID crash.
I'm British.
Oh, okay, Hans. Gotcha. I figured you might be German a little bit with your name being Hans. Freaking redcoats. Just kidding, man. Hey, man, my blood is English as F. Highest concentration of my blood's from London, right? So, anyway, I think that was the coolest thing ever. Maybe in all of harmonics. Caterpillar, birds, a butterfly, and then crash. Nice. We may never get something that cool again. Hex. See, I don't know how you could say Hans, man, on the daily descending broadening wedge. How? How could this be a descending broadening wedge? I mean, yeah, you jumped across some sort of creek. We were here every day talking about it. There was a breakout. Oh my God. Then a pull out. Well, what was once this old inflection point from history is now support. You get above that. All you got to do now is clear 3.1 cents and it's off the promised land. You went beyond the promised land. The promised land was 5.6 cents. Now you're up. You broke 6.8. Above 6.8, thinking 8.6 to 9.2. Waiting on those levels to be cheap. That's it, man. That's hex, dude. There's really, and I do think it's really cool that this old high from June was formally back tested as support. Nice
Good
little
evening,
hammers.
Mitch. Crude oil is so choppy, but a markup would be devastating to consumers. What is going on? Kappa. We all know what's going on. Much love, brother.
Dude, you name it. Something would be devastating for consumers. People that are in power now. Three-peat guy. Oh, something terrible. We could do something terrible to taxpayers in the West. Let's get it ready, baby. Bugs, no electricity, no gas stoves. Let's ban gas stoves. Come on, baby. Raise taxes. Let's get 87,000 IRS agents. Open borders. Fentanyl, baby. Over 100,000 people overdosed and died already. Let's do this, man. Inflation's up 100% on consumer goods. All effing day. Screw these people that are installed in charge. Do you understand? Screw them. Imagine supporting anyone right now in power. You're out of your effing mind. Okay. Oh, hold on. Don't talk about Gensler and Sam Bankman-Fried in cahoots, money laundering for the Democratic Party via crypto scams. Are you kidding? And then Ukraine. Come on, man. Not one effing thing has been done to help taxpayers in the West since 2021, whatever, right? Awful. So there you go, Jacob Ree. Definitely emphasis on the re here. You know what I'm saying? And on that note, I guess that's it, man. Like, dude, I can't make these markets do things. Dude, XRP is up 0.11% on the day, though. What? Hyper poggers. Remember Suku? This one's pretty freaking crazy, man. I mean, it really is. Dude, this one's like insanely crazy. If this asset holds above 6.9 cents, could be the most legendary setup ever, because 6.9 cents is the inflection point. I mean, I'm not kidding, dude. This is something, I don't know why did I do a trade setup on this yet? I don't even know if I did. I'm just saying, man, stop loss somewhere around 6.6 cents.
Hey, Mitchie, no requests. Just want to thank you for being a great guy. May the financial system benefit the honest and hardworking people. Bless up.
Dan Cushbone, thanks so much for the really nice words. I don't know. That was more like a $40 contribution, right? I mean, based on, you know, sometimes like someone will tip $3 and they'll say something really nice. And it's worth about $10, $15, $20, depending on what they say. Thank you, dude. That was a $40 contribution in my eyes. So, dude, again, this could be it. I'm telling you, this is like someone goes long here and they know how tight the stop is. This is how it works, though. One just goes long on Suku. And they just hold it till either they get stopped out at 6.6 cents or they exit around 12, 13 cents when you've doubled your money. It's so simple. This is why I put it on the watch list, because it's crazy, man. If you ignore this, shame on you. Put it on your watch list. Observe it. Oh, well, I'm not going to long it, but if you care about TA in any regard, you'd care about this, because this has got the makings of a varsity athlete, like a hyped up 5-star, possibly. Let's just see what happens on Suku together. It's on Coinbase. Hop in the chat. All right. You're right, Bitcoin. They're 23,300. Just, it can't do anything ever. It's always gonna be. Oh my God, man. Bitcoin, same effing price it was at January 21st. Fantastic. 6 weeks later, same price. So, Rob.
Let's look at LRC on the daily, because like you're awesome.
Was that a real sentence? Thank you, Rob. 23,272. Trash. Whoops. Trash. Ugh. I mean, Bitcoin kind of did backtest 23,835 twice. So it's kind of like confirmation of distribution, confirmation of an old resistance is resistance again, I guess. God, just. Yep. I don't even know which chart I'll get on Loop Ring. See, this is just another one of them, man, where it's like, could you be surprised if this thing came to 25 cents eventually? I wouldn't be surprised. What if it went down to 22 cents? It'd be the first effing real high or low you've seen. Loop Ring, man. Talking about bearish dragon stuff too. Like, look where you've already broken the spine. The bearish dragon's already here, man. Look, here's one foot of the dragon. The second foot of the dragon, the spine. Look, you are below a key 37 cents. 31 cent target, 25 cents after that. Look at that. That's that high, man, back from 2020. This doesn't look good. I mean, not really. I mean, if it holds above the February 10th low, it puts in a higher low. But look how close you are to not doing that. Yeah, this was one that never really looked good, dude. I'm being straight up. It was just one that was a massive loser. Sure, it came down to test the low from 2021, but 100% retrace really, and didn't make a confirmation low. There's just nothing redeeming about it. Bitcoin 23,150 and falling. Okay, here it is, man. All right, let's go back to this garbage. And this is what I'm talking about, I guess, you know, looking at it. You just look right here. It's like one high, then the second high. And you know about this level. It's been here for months. Plotted 1 and 2. And that's it, man. Okay, coming on down. I guess this is it. I guess this is it, chat. What are you gonna do, man? Below the 200 moving average now, as it wasn't. It was above it for a while. I mean, it had been above the 200 moving average since the beginning of the month, yesterday, right? So that's below this level. Below this level, looking at like 22.7, 22.5, and then eventually 21.5. It only went up because Bitcoin, Rob. 22,950, 22,912, 22,909. Down 2.27% on the new day. 1 hour, 22 minutes into the new day. Yikes. Lowest price Bitcoin seen since February 25th.
There is a sharp on BTC using the high from 15th August.
Oh, yeah. I saw that on Scott's stream. Yeah, I actually had it plotted for a minute, too. I was just screwing around with it. I couldn't really make sense of it with an 886 or anything. Because it was an 886 to me, but I saw on his program that it was a 113, and I'm like, how? It's like 100%. And I think maybe his X was plotted somewhere different. But if I plot from that X point, it's an 886 shark, in my opinion, that just hit a type 2 return, right? That's 886 one time, then the second time. If it was going to be anything, right? I don't know if Scott would back me up on that or not. But yeah, it's not, again, you really are not in trouble. The bad action magnet move for Bitcoin is 21,350. That means, like, in order for you to just BAMM, you'd have to lose 7 more percent of your value. And that hasn't happened yet, so it could still put in a higher low until whatever. But a little disappointing. But given the way the macro has been for stocks, it's kind of no wonder. Just don't forget, 23,835 is virtually everything. Below that really is like 21.5. 88 crash. Dude, Cardano was hot garbage no matter what happened. If Bitcoin went up 10% tomorrow, Cardano would go up and it would still be effing garbage. What makes something garbage in this community? When there is nothing but a bearish argument on a chart. If it goes up 10%, even with a bearish argument, it was still trash. So I guess I'll plot if you want. This is Scott Carney, and it's a great argument. Mine, I just look at it a little different, where he says 113, but it's like 886 that just kind of hopped a little bit. It just exceeded the PRZ the second time. Still low 23K for now. Anyway, man, that's kind of it. That's what he was looking at, and yeah, it's not bad. Not a bad argument. Sure, trend line on GH, Now, GH was the chart of the day. What was it? The chart du jour. Certainly had the chart du jour. Wow, so a little action. Big move coming? Well, the move started at least a little bit.
If you get a 5.0 retrace, that would be confluent with 19K area previous ATH.
Give us a bullish 5.0. That'd be lit, man. A bullish 5.0's pattern completion zone is 20K. 20,377. I would not have a problem with that. I mean, I wouldn't. You shouldn't either. Yep. Right, what bear sharks will turn into bullish 5.0's. Pivot, make a higher low than the previous lows, and then rally later. Yeah. Good stuff. I mean, everything should be dumping. If Bitcoin's doing what it's doing, we don't even need to look at other charts to know. I mean, you got altcoins across the board that are down 5+% on the new day already. They were already down 5% yesterday. Plus, KNC, ZRX, NEO, FTM, GRT, ICP, TRB, Mana, all down 5% or more. And if you get a flush on Bitcoin, they're going to be down 10+%. You'll see blood everywhere. You'll see double-digit percentage losers everywhere if we actually accelerate here on that failed break of 23,835 twice now. Not once, oh my God, second time, uh-oh. How many times you got to see second failed attempts? But again, you're not really in trouble until you break 21.6, which is crazy. You still to lose another 6-7% of your value. No problem, man. Whew. Okay, so let's just be careful out there in cyberspace. That a pesky bearish divergence still there, and I thought, man, it's starting to not play out, and now it's starting to build, and it's like, yeah. Sometimes it's hard to gauge, like, if it gonna play out, it's not playing, and now it's really going, but it's just failed, breaks above inflection points. Dang, man. Bitcoin's at its lows now, $22,880. Of course, this is caution territory, man. I'm sorry, but again, it could be surprising if you didn't give a crap about crypto at the beginning of the year. Those were incredible. Like, always be careful, right? Always have stop losses. I mean, even on a momentum trade like Ethereum, probably stopped out, right? But minimal losses, that's the whole point, right? You never know. Even in January, when these incredible patterns took 200 days to develop and matured and were set up for higher prices, they still could have failed. And we knew that. We knew that it may not have played out, but they did. They did play out. They went up 50 to 100, 200+% on some of them. And now for 6 weeks, they've just been stalling at those next levels, and just not enough demand and or too much supply. So there you have it. And here we go. We're falling 22,850s right there. I guess we have price action stream or something. Right. Oh, we didn't even talk about SJIM, LJIM. I wish Bitcoin wasn't moving so we could look at that. Yeah, man, Scott Carney's argument's real. It's here. This is his, and this is how I plotted it so you could see it. But no harm, no foul until below 21.5. All right, 22,830 and change right there. $12,000 people flipping burgers. What are you talking about? 12,000. Was that bullish yesterday, dude? I was like, man, again, you use these words like somehow, oh, I have to be bullish or bearish always, right? No, man. What I was saying, like, you're at a key level and you're still elevated and you haven't broken it yet. Ethereum was showing that potential partial decline. Potential, the word. Potential partial decline. But I don't get it, man. Like, I wasn't even technically bullish when the harmonics were completing at the beginning of the year. I just don't, look at it like that. Because I look at it like it's always a probabilities game. Like, nothing's certain at all. It could go either way. And certainly, the only thing you could have done was to try to play the momentum on these cryptos now. Momentum, meaning like only continuations, no more reversal patterns, bullish reversals. You can't get those anymore because they already played out. at the beginning of the year. So it's just like, hey man, if you haven't dumped yet, great. But again, Scott Carney had his argument today, and someone asked about it in the chat, and it's like, okay, I'm plotting his argument. And you're pulling back. You're at 22,500. You've just now hit your lowest price since the 15th of February. Oof. Whoa, 22,003 and change right there. 385, 365, and falling. We have a flush on our hands. Bitcoin's down about 5% right now. And it does look like 22.5 is in the cards right here. It is a swing high from November 7th, and it is a swing low from February 12th. 22,200, 22,165, 150, 128, 121, 111. Dang, man. Flushing. Down 5.65%. And just like that, mother of God, remember we were talking about these assets down 5%? They're now down. Zcash down 15%, BAND down 12%, ICX down 11.5%, ICP, ONT, GRT, KNC, FTM, all down 11+%. ZRX down 10%, SNX down 10%, HOT, FIL, BAT, all down double-digit percentage points. FIL, in fact, down 14%. SAND down 12%, Comp down 11%. Shiba down almost 10%, Engine down 9.6%. Mother of God. TRB down 12% in seconds, man, in minutes. LTC, Litecoin down 9%, Doge down 8.4%, Bitcoin Cash down 8%. Mother of God, man. We got, there it is. This biz out here. Yeah, man. Stop losses, yeah, triggered. Hardcore, parkour. But dude, Suku is only down 1.28%. Oh my God. Suku chat, still fine. Still really fine, man. And it's just probably, it's so small cap, right? No one cares. Yikes, dude. Let's look at Zcash right there. That is the worst gainer on the watch list. Yikes, dude. Back to the lowest price of the year. That is garbage. All right, Zcash. Look what it did. It consolidated and then went up to this level, $50. A very, very key $50 level. If you broke that, some serious good stuff could happen. But you tested it once, failed. Tested it twice. Tested the 200-day simple moving average, failed, and look at you now. What a freaking loser. Sand down 10% at its lowest price since mid-January, and it's all happening after a failed attempt of breaching key ice lines, right? 85 cents to 80 cents. Look at this. Oh, it's a head and shoulders, man. Well, I guess so. How about Comp? Couldn't break its key levels, could it? No, it couldn't. It could not break $54. Failed so many times, so many fake outs. And now you're currently at your lowest price. It's January 14th. Dang, man, new monthly price action. Yeah, for real. Wow. Things did just move. I guess the title of the stream was kind of proper, right? FIL, I don't look at this crap normally. It's just garbage, man. This is what happens. It's like, okay, cool. It's at $6.20. I think $5 would probably be a good level. ICX, what happened on this one, man? Oh, look at that. Look how gorgeous this is. It's beautiful on ICX. Look at this channel, and fail and fail and fail. And you're below 23 cents now, so I mean, target's probably 20 cents. That's a key. This is really important here. But yeah, I mean, look at the respect. Tons of respect there. What just happened? Just heard something. What's up, Jake? Thanks, dude. Yeah, big one move, not the way we want. Of course not. No, of course not, man. But I mean, let's check out the S&P 500 futures for a moment, just to see. I don't think it's doing anything, right? Not even moving. It's just a crypto thing, man. It's a crypto thing. It's just like spot price, where, I mean, you haven't tested the breakout yet, really. You're testing the 200 moving average. I mean, you know, there's 38.71 for a test.
Always appreciate these streams and twice as much in situations like this flush. Thanks for all you do, Mitch.
What's up, Derek? Thanks for the 420, man. Thank you, dude. Thank you for understanding. Like, this is not, I mean, this is not a fortune-telling stream or community. It never has been. Best setups in the world can be there, and we understand they could fail. Even, I'm talking 20 different variables on 5 different time scales telling us we're going up next, and we have the understanding that it could easily fail. So we speak in ways where it's like it's not never certain. It's just it's more probable we'd go up next. But those things happened at the beginning of the year, and now they played out, and now they're stalling. What's up, Dow Jones? Thanks for the 5. They had been stalling. Good ZRX down 9%. But what about yesterday? It hit the first target of the trade setup again. And so, oh my God, right? Imagine just like, hey, I'm not going to take profit on the trade setup. And look at you now. You just, you know, think about like the level. Let's just talk about where the profit taking level of the trade setup was. You're down 18% from that profit taking level. Isn't that crazy? This is crypto, man, and it is insane. Stocks just don't do this. Not to this level. No way. When Neo was like, oh, it could break out, and no breakout. Look at that. This is what happened. You're at the inflection point, and you back tested the inflection point as resistance. Now you're rolling over. This is what these levels are for. Well, Litecoin hits 105, the level, and it's done. Like, hits 105 one day for minutes. This zone that's been here forever. And yeah, now it's pulling back. And, you know, $84, after $84 could be $66. Back inside this channel, too. That's insane, dude. Just one time, you had your chance. YFI down 1%, really? Nuh-uh. No, it's not, dude. It's down 5%. You must be looking at some other place. YFI will look at it. It is kind of Chad. I mean, that is certainly Chad stuff. You know. Down 5%, that's mild compared to what you're seeing now. I mean, again, you had many assets that were down 14 to 15%. They pulled back, though. They're only down 11, 10% now. But yeah, still, like, that's the promised land. You just never quite got there. You may never get there. You never know. But, like, you were close. You were less than $1,000 away. But again, Shiba was another great example of you can't like it. We loved it at the beginning of the year. And then it runs up and can't break the key level. You failed. You failed. You stole fizzy lifting drinks. You get no chocolate factory. You reverse. You're now testing the 200-day simple moving average for the first time since the 18th of January. And there could be way more downside, dude. Could go to freaking 885. Traders market, not I mean, again, you look at the weekly, there's really not, it's not a big deal. The weekly's like, everything's still kind of fine, man. Like, the weekly is fine, but it is, yeah, it's unfortunate. You could never test 1700 on this rally. Yeah, pray for higher low now. Yep. Oh. Yeah, Hex is up today. I thought it was in the green, but is it really? Nah, it's not. Hex is down 4.4%, not up. Oh, on some random exchange. I don't care. Sorry, the party sucks, dude. Sorry, it sucks, man. Can't even get 400 likes. What the? My days are numbered, chat. I have numbered days as a live streamer. I can't get 400 likes on a flush. Man, you gotta think, here's Bitcoin's weekly. Remember the potential tweezer top of the 200-week simple moving average is really gross. And one high, then the second high, 25K, looks like to be that ceiling. It'd be manufactured in August, and then confirmed past 2 months, right? $22,200. The flush continues, getting very close to the lows of the day. Wow. By the time I get my internet hooked up to my PC directly so I can do the spaceship stream, we might, you know, when will there be a warranted spaceship stream? My God, you know, it's like I'm gonna do it. It's just gonna not be that feeling, you know. Hey, we did it. 400 likes, man. We did it. Wow. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Well, not much to do, but look at this. Dump occurring. Again, I mean, you have not broken a BAM yet. 21.5 would be the BAM. Currently, Bitcoin's at its lowest relative strength of the year right now, 43. Yep, right around the beginning of the year, December 30th, 31st. Here you are, running on down to that bearish control zone. Pathetic, dude. No, target X-ray goggles in the general chat would be probably 20K, a 50% retrace, 20,300, which would be potentially a bullish 5-0 pattern completion zone. Yikes. Dan, you must not have been here at the beginning of the year then. Oh yeah, let's look at SGEM, which is the inverse Jim Cramer tracker ETF. Here it is. I took a long for the memes. Don't know if you're going to participate. Look, man, you can be a meme market participant if you want, you know. Was it like, why not? I mean, like, inconsequential amount of money I put in this thing just for fun. Like, it's like, I feel like it's super American to do this, to just long inversing
If we
Jim
have a
Cramer.
bad magnet move on the way down when we break the M, do we have a reverse on the way up on the W?
What's hey anonymous? Is that a joint? Bat, not bad, not a bad magnet move. A bat, B-A-T, action magnet move, B-A-M-M. On the way down, we break the M. Do we have a reverse on the way up on the W? I'm confused, Anon. I don't know how can you reword that or something? And then LJIM. LGEM. Here it is, Cramer long. Let's just long Cramer. God, it's performing better. Look at this moon, dude. Moon. How's that work? Jim Cramer, inverse and tracking. They were both up today. Weird.
Hi Mitch, are you a fan of nuclear energy? Can you look at traction uranium, DUC, on the weekly listed on CSE?
Oh, Canadian Stock Exchange, huh? Always look at the NASDAQ, the New York Stock Exchange. Oh. Looks like we got memory of this one. Anonymous. Look at your double bottom breakout back test. Your target's 73 cents if it's a true... If the back test is what we're interpreting as real, wouldn't you say that the target would be 73 cents here? And above that would be like 90 cents? Of course I'm a fan of nuclear energy. Look, man, these climate alarmists, activists, whatever, World Economic Forum losers, right? If they're talking about alternative energy and getting rid of fossil fuels, if in their solution nuclear is not involved, you should not take them seriously. They are just NPC loser drones that are owned by the media. They're owned by Klaus Schwab. Nuclear is, if you really want to get away from fossil fuels eventually, that is the only way it's really going to work. And while we're using that nuclear energy, yes, of course, we can research and develop in the background better ways to utilize solar and wind and all the other ways, right? Hydro. But we've got to have something in the meantime so the research and development can catch up without causing genocide, unintended genocide, third world countries all around the world. Yeah, you got to have nuclear in the equation. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is it, dude. Canadian Stock Exchange, I guess upside, if it's actually gonna run to the next resistance, you're talking about 25 to 26% upside from here. Nice. That's it. You haven't seen positive momentum since the 13th. Again, BK, of course they're safer. But we're talking about people that like trying to save the world and all that, right? Okay. Well, we gotta in the meantime, before we catch up, like I think we will eventually have, like batteries are gonna become insanely efficient. Solar and wind eventually will become extremely efficient where it's actually usable on a mass scale, but we're not there yet. So stop, all these idiots in Europe thinking we are there. People on the left in America think we are there. We're not there yet, dude. Stop trying to just cut out fossil fuels so fast. You're going to cause deaths everywhere around the world doing this. They're on that crash course with genocide. These are the same people that were sending aid to third world countries, and then those third world countries, in turn, from all this aid they got in the era of plenitude, they had 6 children. Each family had 6 kids, 10 kids, over in somewhere in like Africa. And so now there's so many more people on the planet, and now what's going to happen to them? Oh, we're going to cut back now. We got to cut back. All those people are going to die now. The problem you created, you're going to kill them now. The way that their policies work. We created a population boom in third world countries, and now we're about to cause mass famine, starvation, and death. Same people. Bitcoin, 22,360. Just all the bleeding hearts, man. Oh my God, the bleeding hearts. And they use emotionalism to, to push their agenda. And it works, man. Half the world's population is driven on emotion, not logic. Okay. So I'm going to leave you all with that. Y'all be good. Appreciate the likes, love, support, contributions. everything in between. I'll be back. Till next time. Respect. T. A. Close of the day, chat, 22,055. Lowest price now since Valentine's Day, 22,000, and we just broke 22,000 for the first time in a couple weeks. Yikes.